Hey everyone, this is Genesis. I'm coming back to you with a Vcom AI update. Today I'm going to be showing off three things in rapid succession here. One is going to be the AI movement, so how they move from engaging in combat and all that kind of stuff. The second one is going to be their use of grenades and smoke grenades. And then the final one is going to be the sniper AI and how they have been adapted or changed as well. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. I'm going to get myself a loadout here. I'm going to teleport to a position and just want to get into a place where I can engage some AI. I'd like to do kind of a mixture of woodland and buildings because that seems to be the toughest for the AI to navigate around. And we're going to give it a shot. So what I'm going to do is spawn in a random group of AI here. Let's see. I don't know. This will work. I'm going to get a squad kind of over here in the woods here. Okay. And give them a moment to get set up. You can tell Vcom is kicking in because they're changing formation. I'm going to get kind of near this building here on the right. And then we are going to take a few pot shots at them. I can see a few of them right there, and we're going to see what they do to respond. So I see one right there. See if I can kill. So they're going to start returning fire a lot quicker. Look at their bearings. You can see even though they lost sight on me, they're still going to be shooting. So they will suppress while a lot of them move. And you can even see they threw smoke to cover their position here, or let's attempt to. So able to get one kill there. I'm not the best at this game. I'm also trying not to get... Okay, so we see some movement here, while some of them are continually suppressing, but now I'm actually lost them. Oh. What? Well, shots. I'm actually kind of... There they are. If I could aim. Good thing the AI can't aim either. Oh, yeah. It's because I got their skill turned down quite a bit for testing. So let's go ahead and use Zeus and take a look at their movement here. So they started kind of back here in this general area. They have waypoints set up where it looks like they just want to push up forward. And every time I pop out, they're going to try to just return fire. So now that I'm not popping out and shooting at them, let's give them about maybe 10, 20, 30 seconds and see how they start shifting. There's always going to be some that are going to be trying to return fire. So these guys are kind of set up while this part moves. And they move a lot more slowly now, a lot more intentionally. You can see that they're kind of shifting a little bit at a time here. And they will be generally moving towards the waypoint. You can see they kind of shift, and if I poke my head back out, it's like some of these guys actually can't see me like I thought. So I'm going to start shooting at them. He's going to try to run for cover. I get that. I just killed him. I kind of put them in a tricky spot. But now they're finally going to start trying to re-engage me. I'm going to go back into cover and look at Zeus. This guy's moving. You can also re-engage this movement now as Zeus, so you have a lot more control over them. So you can actually change their waypoints and it will change their movement. So you can see as I change the waypoints, more of them are now shifting and moving. Now, this isn't quite perfect yet. This is why obviously it's not released. You can see they popped in their smoke grenade. Here, it's not quite perfect yet. As I'm still trying to tweak a lot of things. Like I'm kind of confused as to why that guy isn't moving. And I'm doing some quick debug code here. Let's see, maybe it's a command that went wrong. Is this just an AI issue? Well, he's not, forced to be stuck to the ground there. He's just not following orders. If I tell him to all units to move towards me, he's just kind of stuck. This is stuff that I think why it's taking so long as well. Getting AI to actually move. What are they shooting at? Oh, they're just trying to suppress me now. So they got to a point where he wants to help suppress while they kind of maneuver on the left right there. But I'm glad a lot of those guys are getting, why isn't this guy moving? So you can kind of see that some of the issues I'm running into. And I just can't, some people they just don't want to move. I don't know if he's stuck in a bush. It's just really weird stuff. A lot of stuff I'm continually working on. So you can see that they're actually trying to maneuver around. And they're generally, as you can see, following the waypoints that you set up, even as Zeus now. So I could shift them over here to fall back, even as Zeus. And they will begin, as you can kind of see, to generally follow that direction. They're going to try to prefer to move for hard cover. So you can kind of get a sense for the suppression they can do. So that will always be kind of worked on. Whoops. So another thing I'm going to show you is this one. I'm not sure how well this is going to work out, but I'm going to put a squad actually a lot closer. And let me actually get on the other side of this. And oh, I think they spotted me. It's okay. So they're within 50 meters. It's a little too far. But if they get, oh, I'm going to make myself invincible, I think. Well, let's see. So they pop smoke right away on that. And they are sure angry at this wall. So we can use Zeus to go and take a look. This guy's just charging me. Oh, looks like he's actually trying to get around the building. He goofed up. You can see, oh, they got waypoints to fall back, as you can see. Oops, my elbow's sticking out there. As they all try to figure out how to move back here. I'm using smoke to cover their retreat. And so they move and they stop, they move and they stop with little subtle movements. They try to get where they think is best to some extent. We can see as one moves typically, there are some others sitting and watching. And then we still have a little bit of these things where some guy will just kind of set it back here. Watching. Okay. Let's see if I can get across. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, I somehow made that. They are not very accurate. So I'm going to try to get this guy to throw a grenade at me. Now it's... I don't know if I'm able to show it too well. Because this is kind of a tough area for them to actually be able to throw a grenade. Sometimes, like you see that they still get pretty aggressive as they need. You know what? I'll make myself a lot of damage false. I'm trying to get them to throw a grenade, but you know, sometimes they just won't pop another smoke. Really, they should be throwing a frag grenade at me. So that code might need a little bit of work. I think they're confused as to why I'm not dying. I mean, it makes more sense to shoot me right now, right? might be able to force the code, but hey, here's what it is. Sometimes AI is really unpredictable like that. So the use of the smoke grenades. So the smoke grenades actually pulls it from their inventory. You can see they're actually following waypoints. The biggest thing to take away from this is that they're generally following waypoints a lot better. They stick as a squad much better. These two guys kind of got, well, you know, they'd rather stop and shoot me if I'm right in front of their face. So using smoke without overusing it, particularly, then usually can get them to use grenades. I think they're kind of confused because I'm not taking damage. So let's check out the snipers. Alright. Let's do that. Oh, another thing I should showcase. So with one unit, I know it doesn't make much sense, but let's go ahead and put me, let's say right here. I'm trying to find a good location. Yeah, this is a good enough location. So say we have, let's do some smaller teams here. Let's do some fire teams. So 1, 2, 3. We have 3. So one thing that the AI will do now is to coordinate much more effectively together. So before, it was possible for them all to charge one side, or for them to all go up the middle, or all retreat. And sometimes it doesn't make much sense. So now, oh, there they are. Oh, I already got shot. As they start to engage, I retreat. So the reason why I'm retreating is if the AI usually has line of sight on you, at least half of them are going to be firing, while the other half moves, just makes it different. As you can see, that's probably the best representation. These guys are going to go in and move over here, get around these set of buildings. These guys are, looks like they are just charging straight up. Oh, this is good. And this squad's actually flanking off to the right before they come back around, it looks like, to the player. So these squads will all work together a little bit better, not all go in the same area. They'll actually will split up and flank around and try to encircle. That way, so if you have multiple little squads like this, it typically can create much more engaging combat than them all like charging straight up. So these guys actually look like they're retreating back, popping smoke to kind of cover that, potentially even distract. And these guys that were charging straight, uh-oh, I did not mean to grab them like that, my bad. Sorry guys, I don't know what I did, but you can see these two in the back were kind of watching while 2 of them moved up. So they can still be fairly aggressive at the same time, at least trying to be a little bit smarter about it. Wow. I would be dead 1,000 times by now, but as you can see, that squad over here is actually, well, this is the last one alive from that group. Oh, that guy's still alive. The squad over here actually flanked me. Over here, alright. Well, this guy's really confused as why I'm not dying. He doesn't know what to do. But you get the point. This should work a lot better. The grenades, I'm gonna see if I can kind of force that a little bit more. I know there might be some code I still have to kind of mess with. We're going to try it, but it might be a chance it just might not work. So, oh, I threw a grenade. You can see that I threw a grenade. So the code set up to work. I'm just going to have to mess with some of the parameters to get them to actually work. So I can make myself throw a grenade. Players aren't meant to do that, but you kind of get the point. So, even that squad or group I spawned, you can see they actually, well, I keep moving them. Well, these guys were stacked up on that wall. They typically work together a lot better. So, let's do the sniper showcase. So I think, where's a good spot for that? I need somewhat of a hill. This will work. That seems like that is way too far. But let's give it a try. This video's already gone on too long. So let me get sniper. And this should be fairly mod compatible. It's actually code-wise dependent on the scope that they have. God, that is extremely far. I would be surprised if any of this works. I'm giving them a couple seconds for Vcom to kick in. So we have a sniper who, honestly, I mean, I am way over there. And I'm going to be surprised if this works at all. But let's go ahead and see if I can get him. So you can see the Vcom. He fires pretty quickly back at me. I'm going to player allow damage true. It's a pretty far distance. I'm kind of doubtful that he'll be able to accurately engage me. You can see he's going to try to get some better cover. He's going to move to a position where he can see me. He feels confident, and he might have actually only fired a couple of rounds, so he might have actually lost me a little bit there. And he returns fire, and the rounds are actually hitting fairly close. That's a pretty far distance. The further away he is, I purposely made them. Oh, he put a claymore down. That probably needs to be fixed in case I'm going to chase after him, I guess. For snipers, I'm still working on this. I'm thinking to make them kind of hunker down a lot more. I don't mind them being mobile as long as they're doing their job, but kind of due to how far I am, that's about a click out. I think the AI just always have trouble with that. There's a lot of settings that go into that. It's kind of tough. So let's get a little bit, maybe have a better position for not only him but me as well. Because I'm also staying in a field, and these fields actually impact visibility quite a bit. I've come to find. Well, let's do this here. This seems like a much better try. Maybe we'll put him right over there. There's that right there in that field to my east. Okay. Where am I? I am still a pretty good distance away. Can I see this guy? I think that's him. Yep. Okay. So on my screen, at least, he's a pixel, a couple pixels. Let's see if I can engage him here. Oh, that was short. If he gets down, he fires around. Fires another round. You know, I was doing, of course, when I was doing this earlier, he was actually getting me within 1 to 2 shots. Oh, it got me that time. So they're not going to be, I don't want them to be like elite super duper snipers, but I want them to be a lot more accurate than normal AI. And for comparison, what we're going to do is put a rifle squad down here. And I'm going to revive myself. I'm going to cheat. And so we have a rifle squad the same distance away. I want to see if how accurately or even how good they can return fire. I think they actually have a marksman. Actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, they have a marksman actually, so he's going to do... His scope isn't as good as the past one, so I highly doubt he's going to be able to hit me very quickly. But you can see those rounds are actually landing fairly close. And he will act a little bit differently from the rest of his group. Because even at a distance they're engaging and moving at the same time, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Where's the marksman? There's a machine gunner in the back. Ow, I think the marksman hit me. So, you can see the bullets actually landing near me. Oh. Well, I can't treat my wound now, so... So I think that goes, I think that's going to be it for the video. Some things I need to do, continue to work on it, some of the sniper things, some of the grenade stuff. And I need to move to vehicles next. The vehicles are very important and also a big pain in the butt. I know vehicles aren't always everyone's top priority, but I need them to infantry, especially motorized infantry, be able to handle them a little bit better. Would be great. I wish Bohemia would give me more tools for that. So I think that's going to wrap up this video. Yeah, I just want to show you kind of the work I'm doing. So I kind of showed more than I set out to show. So that is not bad. I can't give you any date when this update's coming out. I know I said a couple weeks. I'm still aiming for in a couple of weeks, and it was very vague. It's just I want to make sure that this is getting more tested than before. So I'm doing actually quite more testing, and hopefully as I kind of get things settled down and figure out what's going on, that I can get more of this armor work done. So I kind of have a few projects that I'm working on at one time, and I have other projects I want to return to, so I want to get this update out and into the wild. So we'll go from there. All right, everyone, thank you for watching.